We're going to talk next about how you're going to import your drivers into the system. On this task is a spreadsheet called 3_import-drivers that you will open from the Beyond email task. When you open that, it should open in Excel and it should look similar to the one that you see here. And so the first line is a sample entry that just shows you the kind of format that you need. And truly, the only thing that is required here is the first name and the last name of the driver. All of the other information is completely optional for you to enter. If you're an existing Travel Tracker field trip software customer, we will go ahead and export your data and include it here, and then you will just need to make any needed adjustments or additions to the entries. And so let's look at some of the items that we have. The first thing is the first name and last name. And so you want to enter those. Now you can just expand any of these columns out that are needed. Your local ID will be, is typically something like an employee ID. Again, and if this is coming out of Travel Tracker, we will set that for you if that information is already in the Field Trip software. The date of birth, I'm going to expand that out, and you can see we need to have month/day/year. Gender, social is optional. Your hire date, again, put this in the date format that is shown. If you want to put the license class, you can enter that as well. The license number and an expiration date. This one's the license endorsement. License restriction. Pay rate, overtime rate, comments, and then your address. So you want to enter your address information here, city, state, zip. Now your phone number, that would be one thing if you ever want to text the driver, that you can include that here, as well as the email of the driver. Now, the other thing I would suggest for you to do is the staff type. So this kind of gives you a category for the driver. So if you might want to put your regular drivers and your sub drivers together on here, that will allow you to do that. We'll just set those categories up for you. I just want to show you what that's going to look like when we go to the routing software. So when I look in the routing system, there is under the staff tab, if I look at those are basically my drivers, you can see that there's this category here that's listed FT space driver, if you had a field trip driver or regular driver or sub driver. So you indicate what categories that you want and indicate that on the sheet. So this is kind of where you see that in the system. So just enter theirs here for us. Once the spreadsheet has been completed, you will start your entries right here on line 5. Again, if you need a tip for keeping those in line, you can kind of highlight those lines to make sure that everything is lined up for your drivers. Simply save this spreadsheet and then attach it back to the Beyond task for your importing of drivers and mark the task done. If you have any questions at all, you can mark the task stuck, or you can contact your implementation person who will certainly answer your questions, and then we'll get this data imported in for you. Thank you very much.